Hi there, welcome back to the Cordless Vacuum Guide, and in this video, we'll look at the Miele Triflex HX1, one of the more unique cordless vacuums I've tested. Unlike other brands with the motor and dustbin either close to the handle or base, the Triflex lets consumers use both configurations. If you add its handheld usability, it's possible to use this product in 3 different ways. But the question is, are these forms practical, and how good is it ergonomically? I've put it through many tests the past week, not just with ergonomics and practicality, but also with cleaning performance, filtration, and much more, to see if Miele's claims are justified. There's a lot to unpack, so let's get into it. If you're familiar with the Miele brand, they're known for their bagged, upright, and canister vacuums. So testing a Miele bagless, cordless stick vacuum was fascinating for me, which is why I purchased it. One unique feature of the Triflex HX1 is its 3-in-1 configuration, where you can use it as a stick vacuum with a motor and dustbin close to the handle, or as an upright with a motor closer to the base, or as a handheld for cleaning upholstery. My preference would be the upright configuration since it stands independently without a dock and accessing the dustbin is easiest in this setting. However, transitioning to handheld is easiest in its stick configuration since the handle is already attached above the body. And it's the only reason why I'd use this configuration unless you need to clean underneath furniture like this. There are 3 different Hx1 variants. The model I have is the base version Hx1 that comes with 3 tools for cleaning above floors. This variant is the cheapest, but it has the fewest tools and only 1 detachable battery. These include the crevice tool, upholstery tool, and brush tool. Other options include the Hx1 Cat and Dog with a handheld electro brush, Miele's version of the mini turbo brush for cleaning hair on upholstery. The Hx1 Pro is the premium option with 2 batteries, plus an additional charger so you can recharge the extra battery while using the vacuum. Only the Hx1 Pro and Cat and Dog have the multi-floor XXL bright light nozzle with the LED strip for better visibility. I've used cleaning nozzles with LED headlights, and from my experience using these products, it is most useful on hard floors, but not so much on carpet. So it shouldn't be a huge deciding factor since the Triflex main nozzle is best used on carpet, not hard surfaces, where it lacks efficiency. The Triflex nozzle is wider than your typical stick vacuum cleaning head at 11 inches, so it covers more ground, but at the expense of portability, as it will struggle to fit through narrow spaces. Steering is decent, but it doesn't turn as sharply as the LG Cord Zero I've tested previously. The bulky steering component also hinders it from fitting through low-clearance furniture like this sofa, even in its stick vacuum form. All models will have this handle control, making it easy to toggle between its 3 power settings. Switching from one configuration to another takes several steps, but it's easy with these quick-release latches. Unfortunately, the handheld tools don't have any latch, only relying on friction, except for the electro brush attachment. But Miele seems to use thick, high-quality plastic resin, so there's little risk of any of these tools cracking over time. One facet I'm curious about before reviewing this product is suction, since Miele is known for their high suction canister vacuums. So to test, I use a water lift gauge and a Y gauge to check, and here are the results. There isn't much variance between the sealed and unsealed tests and the direct to water lift gauge test. The most critical of these results is the unsealed test, since it reflects the working suction of a vacuum and has the fewest variables. Compared to other stick vacuums, it's in the middle of the pack behind other premium options like the V15 Detect, DreamTech T30, V11 Outsize, and Torque Drive. The airflow results were impressive and actually better than other premium options like the V15 Detect at the low and middle settings, but it tapers off in the max setting. It's a huge reason why it picked up a high percentage in the deep cleaning test at this setting, better than the V11 Torque Drive and Absolute. And it ran for up to 21 minutes in the middle setting during my test, which is a decent runtime to deep cleaning ratio. I'll talk more about runtime in a later section. The Triflex also did well with surface debris on hard floors, picking up a high percentage, except for Quaker Oats, which is the biggest downside of its traditional style nozzle. It has a low clearance opening that prioritizes a good seal over cleaning large dirt piles. Regardless, it only struggled cleaning Quaker Oats, but it did well with other debris, even sand, where it picked up 100% average in 2 tests. But I would not recommend this exclusively for hard floor cleaning since it doesn't have a soft roller attachment, which is a better option in my opinion on this surface since it's more efficient. Despite the lack of efficiency, it was still excellent cleaning debris at the edge, where it only needed a few passes to pick up this mess. Crevice Pickup is another positive as the Triflex picked up debris on this 1/4-inch crevice in both directions. It's another sign of the above-average airflow and suction. The Miele Triflex excels at vacuuming carpet, and the test results reflect this observation, picking up a higher percentage on this surface than on hard floors. One issue with the Triflex nozzle is the thin brush roll and the lack of an active anti-tangle system. It does reasonably well at resisting tangles between 5 and 7 inches, but it will struggle with longer strands, with a huge percentage wrapping on the brush. This is the downside of using a thin brush and not having combs to untangle hair. For heavy tangles, you'll have to use a scissor to dislodge them. Miele says that the Triflex will run for up to 60 minutes, but that's only possible using handheld tools in the lowest setting. With the cleaning head, that number goes down to 30 minutes in the lowest, 21 minutes in the middle, and 16 minutes in the max setting. While the 30-minute figure in the low setting is below average compared to other brands, its ability to clean embedded sand and runtime in the middle setting is above average. This is why the base variant is a good cheaper alternative to a Dyson for cleaning this surface. Even with the upright configuration, the Triflex dustbin is small with only a 0.5 liter capacity. I was hoping for it to be close to a liter, but I'm guessing they kept it at that number to maintain ergonomics in its thick vacuum configuration. The twist to open cap is unique and makes it easy to empty debris, even large quantities of hair. Miele says that the Triflex will capture and filter up to 99.999% of microscopic particles and allergens, but it did not pass the fog test. I did the test several times with and without its handheld tools, and there were visible leaks in the exhaust area. There are 2 filters in the dustbin, and according to Miele, both are washable and are considered lifetime filters. This is how the primary filter looks after all the tests I did, and it seems you'll need to wash it often, but your mileage may vary depending on how often you'll use this vacuum. One annoying aspect of the Triflex is the high noise levels, especially with the main nozzle, where it breached 80 decibels on both the middle and max settings. It's not as noisy without the cleaning head, but it's still loud. Handheld ergonomics will be suspect because the handle position puts a lot of pressure on your wrist and arm, cleaning vertical spaces. It won't be much of a concern on flat surfaces like this sofa cushion, but if you use it on, let's say, this backrest, it can get tiring to use. To conclude this review, the Miele Triflex HX1 is an excellent option on carpet if you don't want to spend a premium on a Dyson. I think that the base variant would be sufficient for the task. The add-ons with the HX1 Pro and Cat and Dog are nice but not essential in my opinion. It's priced at a sweet spot between the mid-level and premium options while still offering premium-level cleaning performance. So if you're considering a Miele Triflex, the base variant HX1 offers the best value for money. There are some issues with it, like the lack of steering responsiveness, plus the wide nozzle will struggle to fit in tight spaces. But for vacuuming wide open spaces, it offers excellent ergonomics, especially in its upright configuration, plus the above average runtime in the middle setting for cleaning carpet in high traffic areas. If you've made it this far, I'd like to say thank you, and if you find this review helpful, consider giving it a thumbs up. It helps a lot in growing this channel and reaching more consumers. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified for future reviews like this. Links are in the description for more information. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.